All right, hello and welcome to the most amazing show you'll ever see. It's the Working Perspectives Podcast presents Guess the News. If you haven't guessed it already, this show, what we're doing, myself, Burn Pockasy, Liam Reese, we're each going to bring you one news story, right? We're going to give you the bare bones of that story, leaving out key aspects to the story, and then we're going to ask you to guess certain things. So, for the first story tonight, we're going right into it. I'm giving you the first story. I'm asking for the gender, the age, the location, and then for a bonus, I'm asking for the cost of a sausage sandwich. The gender, the age, the location, and my bonus is the cost of a sausage sandwich. My story is, I know it's international, and I got it from the subreddit News of the Weird. My story is thus. A festival goer called the police because a sausage sandwich was too expensive for them. A festival goer called the police because a sausage sandwich was too expensive for them. Again, gender, age, location, and bonus, cost of the sausage. Go ahead, boys. Take it away. Thinking out loud.
Okay. You said this is international.
International.
Talking
Okay, so
sausage.
sausage, right?
Germans
Germany,
and the Poles like sausage, right?
Germany,
So,
Austria, the Poles. Yeah, I feel like those are all pretty good locations for sausage eating folk, and also like people who would be able to be like, that's way too much for a sausage sandwich. We eat a lot of sausage around here. We know how much it costs. Like that's absurd.
Hmm.
Um,
Are the Poles? Are they cheap? No, they're not. Right? Are
I
they?
mean, I think there's. I mean, the jokes are just about us being dumb. I don't think cheap. I've never heard cheap jokes,
Yeah,
but
me neither.
okay. So also, what are we? So it's at a festival, so obviously prices are inflated whenever you go to a festival or whatever. You're gonna be paying extra money. You know what I mean? Like expensive water, expensive food. What do we think this outrageous sandwich that would?
Oktoberfest? Yeah, maybe.
Okay, what
Yeah.
would cause someone to call the police over the price of the sausage? Like, at what point would it even cross your mind? $50?
So now we're leaning back towards the Poles because, like, stupid. You're dumb enough to call the
Are
cops
you
over the
dumb?
price
Are
of
you
a
dumb?
sausage sandwich,
And guys,
right?
I am Polish, so I can say these things, and I grant Liam permission and Matt permission to say these
I
things.
thought
Okay?
I thought I thought white like
Yeah,
was
I think
still on
we're
the
all good.
board no matter
But I'm
what.
just
You
I'm
know.
just saying specifically as a Polak, I grant all
All right.
permissions here. So
I
we don't want to hear
appreciate that.
anybody complaining. All right. This is a chick, right, Liam? This
Yeah.
is this is a
Yes.
chick, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Calling cops over the price of something.
Yeah,
Yes. Older woman for sure. You're talking woman over 50.
I love it. 50 plus. So now we need a location and we need the price of this sausage sandwich. What could the price? What's good the outrageous price be? It's actually funny if it's low, but like
I don't know. What's a euro worth? Man.
I say we just do it in dollars and figure it out from there. But like
Okay. Yeah.
I
The
don't know.
equivalent.
I will tell you that I have the conversion in dollars.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay.
Um, I mean, $20 seems really expensive, but it's at a festival.
I would
So
I would not pay 20 even at a festival. I would probably get like a pretzel or something instead and just hold off until because
but
that's
at
20's
what
too
point
much.
at what point would that sandwich seem like not like I don't want that, it's too expensive, to like this should be illegal. I have to call the
But
police on this.
Oktoberfest, if you're at the drinking festival, no, because then you would be okay with paying it because then you just want
Yeah,
food.
you just want the food.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. I'm going Poland, woman over 50, 20 smackaroos around that area. 20
I feel
bucks.
like I feel like it's 30. I feel like
30.
30. I think yeah. I think
Ooh.
really
That's
expensive.
offensively high. So I
It
could
is.
see, you
It
know.
is. I'm gonna go with Liam on everything except I'm gonna go more in the 30. He's going $20 range. I'm going $30 range. But
Okay.
woman, 50 plus woman in Poland.
Okay.
oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
with it.
So you guys are saying that your gender guess is woman, the age you're guessing is 50 plus, the location you're guessing is Poland, and what is the price you're guessing?
I said
Liam,
20. He said 30.
Okay, so we'll just do plus 20, 20 plus.
okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You fellas ready for this one, baby?
Oh boy.
The way he's
Okay.
laughing, I feel like we're way
I
off.
feel yeah.
Yep. A German teenager
Oh.
got so upset the price of a bratwurst at the Hofer Volkfest that he called the police multiple times. The 18-year-old,
What?
18-year-old male was
What?
told that the bratwurst
Wow.
cost €4. €4, which converts to $4.68 American.
What? Nah, he was hammered. He was
No, he was intoxicated.
absolutely.
The bratwurst cost €4, but he insisted on only paying €3.50. Despite so what he kept doing was this drunk 18-year-old at the Hofer Volkfest, which is a German festival. It was $4 for the bratwurst, and the guy's like, no, it's $4 or €4. You got to pay €4. And the kid's like, how about $3.50? I'll pay $3.50. And he's like, no, it's €4. And the kid's like, $3.50, come on. He's like, no, €4, right? And then he paid the €4, right? And then called the police saying that we had an agreement. He hasn't given me back my 50 cents. So he
Yes.
legit called the police multiple, like dozens of times, saying that he's like, they said it was $3.50. I gave him $4. He hasn't given me the 50 cents back. And everyone's like, no, he never said that. Like everyone there was like, this kid's drunk and lying.
This
Not
kid's
happened. Right.
More than drunk. He is blackout drunk.
Right.
Because
So
he's dying on that hill over 50 cents. And
dude,
he is
50 cents.
Yeah, he's blacked out. Absolutely.
This kid's also a terrible hang.
Oh, he's the
He's
worst.
terrible
He is
hang.
the worst. Dude.
Yeah.
Terrible
He
hang.
has no friends. He
You're
was
gonna
just
screw it
looking
up
for
for
someone to
everybody
talk
for
with,
50 cents.
basically.
Right. You have no one else to engage with. And like, if I'm there with a group of my boys, everyone's been at a bar or something with when you're like, okay, well, here's where this guy goes ahead and screws this up for everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? This guy
Yeah.
does that everywhere he goes. Everywhere he goes, he's the one everybody does it once in a while. He's the one who does it consistently every time.
Yeah.
He's ruining the party for everybody involved over some petty bullshit like this.
If you're
Awful hang.
if you're at a festival complaining about 50 cents, like I would understand if it was 20 something, okay. I mean, I wouldn't understand calling the police, but I understand being like, this is fucking wild. Or if the guy legit took $20 from him or something, I could be like, okay, I guess, right? But 50 cents, dude, if I was there, I'd have been like, here's 50 fucking cents, dude. Go fuck off somewhere.
They probably were. I'm sure somebody there was like, dude, here's 50. And he's like, no dude, he's not doing this to me. It's not about that.
Yeah.
That guy stinks.
So he's the worst. So the answer was, for all those playing at home, it was a male, 18-year-old male.
Unbelievable. That blows me
Hof,
away.
Germany. And the actual cost of the sausage sandwich was €4. He called the police dozens of times, over 50 cents. And then, so despite his repeated attempts to negotiate, the seller wouldn't budge on the 50-cent difference. After buying the bratwurst at the listed price, the young man called the police, demanding they investigate and get his money back. When officers arrived, he continued to be uncooperative and eventually was taken into custody. He now faces criminal charges for misusing emergency calls. So for like dialing 911, their 911 I think is 110 over there.
Well, you should know. You've been to Europe a couple times.
Yeah. I mean, I've actually been to Germany, so. No big deal.
Well,
I've been to Frankfurt.
We were kind of close on Poland, but everything else, we got our clocks cleaned.
Well, I mean, when you say, but think about it though. You're haggling a price. I should have asked if you would have guessed the religion.
Easy,
I don't know. I don't know
baby.
if we can do that. I
But
think
it's in Germany, so
that's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I
you
get what you're
would have
getting at
never
there,
gotten
Maddie.
it. Never.
I get what
Okay,
you're getting
so
at.
that was me for this week. Love it. Also, guys, want to let you know my mom's a fan of this show. First time we've now published 482 episodes, and she's finally said we have something that she likes to listen, well, that she's willing to listen to, which is the Guess the News show. She's not in on
Love it.
the Friday show where we're rating fitness moms, but she's said she's in on Guess the News. So either
She'll get
way,
there.
she'll get there one day. But either way, so I went first, so that means Benoit, is it you?
It's me. I'm up next.
All right, Daddy, take it away.
All right, gentlemen. This is going to give you a quick recap of an international story, a transnational story. And what I'll be looking for here is the sex, the gender of the person, their age, and the drug they were on. It's a very simple story. It's a story as old as time. On a transcontinental flight from California to London, a flight attendant was found completely nude and locked in one of the bathrooms, incoherent, because of an apparent drug, not overdose, but took a little too much. Took a little too much. So, flight from California to London. On-duty flight attendant eventually discovered nude, completely nude in a bathroom, high out of their mind. I'm asking for the gender, the age, and the drug.
Wow. Wow.
So-
I mean, Bern, can I just ask you this? The reason you switched from asking for the sex of the person to the gender is because every time you say sex, I want to say, yes, please.
Yes, please. Yeah, and I know it's going to screw us up.
Every time you say it, I just want to be like, yes, please.
I know. I can see it in your eyes every time.
Yeah,
So I had to make a quick pivot.
Okay. So you're looking for the gender, the age, and the drug.
Correct.
Okay. So it's an active flight attendant. Does it say the airline?
It does. It was on British Airways.
British Airways. Ooh.
California to London is the flight. So
California to London. Okay. So leaving California, arriving in London. Man. And does it say when their arrival time was supposed to be? Or is that they didn't have that?
I don't believe
that's digging a little much. That's okay.
Yeah.
So British Airways.
I have my answers locked in right now.
Talk to me, Liam. Please.
It wasn't on an airplane, but I've already experienced this before in my life. I'm guessing this guy is 18 years old. He's a male. He is on mushrooms because I've already been down that road before. Guy locked himself into the bathroom, pitch black, and he was running down the street naked as the day he was born. I'm going male, 18, magic mushroom.
So can I say this, Liam? I definitely agree it's male. There's no way a woman is doing this. No way. I was thinking this too. I was listening to a thing where it was Becky Lynch, because Becky Lynch used to be a stewardess because her mom is a stewardess, right? And in my mind, I'm like, the Mile High Club thing, that is a 1 in a trillion chance, right? That a woman is going to do the Mile High Club thing. Like a 1 in a trillion. It will never, ever,
it's like something that happens in movies. And
right. And if the girl does do it, she's just the worst, right? It's just a Mary Shovel face.
Unless you have like a private jet or something like that.
Right,
but I don't even think that counts.
That shouldn't count. That shouldn't count.
No, Mile High Club is only for, it's only
passenger
for
plane. It's got to be at least half
no
full.
PJs get the Mile High Club.
No.
Yeah. Give me a PJ is a Mile High Club. What are we doing here?
That's cheap. You don't even have to take off in a PJ to make it a Mile High Club.
Yeah, the PJ's having sex with the sky. So technically, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? But I would say, okay, for me, Liam, I agree. It's totally a male, 100% a male, right? But I think that the drug is Ambien. I think that they were whacked down on sleeping pills, right? Because it's a long flight. It's a long flight. Dude, California to PA is like 5 hours. And then from...
It's got to be a 10 12-hour flight.
I think
sure.
it's even more because I remember the couple times I've been to Europe, couple times, no big deal. Couple times over across the pond. What are we doing? Yeah, a couple times I've been to Europe. It's like an 11-hour flight to get there. It's a long, long damn time.
And you're
Right?
flying from the East Coast.
It's actually a good point. And know what I didn't think of? Think of all the times in your life you've ever done mushrooms. You were like aiming for a safe setting. You wouldn't be going through security, like getting ready to get on an airplane and be like, I'm dropping these bad boys right now before I get up into the sky. I don't think you'd
you're
do that.
at work too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're at work. So it's a long flight, right? Because that's like, it's such a long flight,
Yeah, at
right?
work.
And you're working. Also,
I might.
If it's Liam, if it's British Airways, they departed from London to come to California, and this is the return journey. So they've already done this journey once, right? So they're on the ride back. You know.
All right, I rescind. I'm going meth because meth makes people do weird stuff.
Because they want to stay up.
It does make them do weird, freaky stuff. Yeah, dude. I'm going meth.
Crazy.
Going meth. We'll keep it a dude.
Can we? All right. Do you want to do both sides of that coin? I'll do Ambien, you do meth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so and we'll do it, dude. What do you say, dude? Because if you're a flight attendant, you don't have kids and a family and stuff. I'm saying 20s. You know what I mean? Probably.
Dude, one of the most religious guys I know, he worked for Southwest for a while, and he used to do a thing where he would book a flight, get off work because he's still at the airport, go get on the flight, go travel, and then come back and then go right back to work. Like his off time, he would just travel because he got to travel for free. Yeah, I was like, that's pretty great. Another guy at my gym, I think he's like a corporal in the Air Force or something. At the local Air Force base, he's the highest ranking guy there. And he's a pilot for American Airlines. And he just tells me like he's got 7 kids. So like his one kid was like visiting college or something. He's like, yeah, I just told him to go to the airport and say this and go on this airport, and he just gets on for free. And I'm like, God, that must be
that's got to be so cool,
right?
Yeah,
must be nice. Must be nice, you know?
Yeah. To have a dad, I agree.
To have a dad. Well, none of us know now, Liam. None of us have one now, buddy.
It's true. We're all
in the no dad club. No dad. At least you don't have a wife, because then you'd have a daddy. Let me tell you.
I don't have one of those anymore either.
I mean, the way things are going in my marriage, I could be right there with you before we know it. We could be dadless, wifeless, with kids. Yikes.
What a dream.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you guys are both going the sex male. Maddie, you're going Ambien. Liam, you're going
in the 20s. I'm going to go in the 20s.
You're both going
Ambien.
I say 20s as well. And then,
wait, did you say they were working, Bern? Were they on duty?
They were on duty.
Okay.
Yeah,
meth is
definitely a working drug, you know?
Oh, God. Meth on the job's the best. You're the best employee they've ever had.
All right, gentlemen.
To a point.
Here we go.
Ready for the moment of truth?
So whack us down, Daddy.
On-duty flight attendant with British Airways was found naked and high on drugs in the bathroom of an airplane headed to Heathrow Airport. Hayden Pentecost, 41-year-old male, had methamphetamine and amphetamines in his system when he was supposed to be attending to passengers on the flight traveling from California to London. The brazen airline attendant was sweating and babbling in flight and appeared to be agitated. He had to be removed from his duties by his manager because he failed to assist with any pre-flight safety checks. He then locked himself in one of the bathroom stalls under the guise that he'd been suffering from cramps and needed to change his clothes, and only for one of his coworkers to later discover him completely naked and incoherent with dilated pupils and an elevated heart rate. The coworker had to help Pentecost get dressed before they could be removed to an empty seat aboard the flight and taken directly to the Uxbridge magistrate. So we have a 41-year-old male on methamphetamine and amphetamine.
Wow.
All
so
right.
Liam, you crushed it, dude.
Yeah, leave us all over that.
Man, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I mean, whew.
Maddie, though, your Ambien point was really good. Like
Yeah,
once
it was.
once you got on that, I was like, oh shit, he's not going to get to meth because this actually makes too much sense. Ambien, and people do weird stuff. People like eat on Ambien, and, like
Yeah,
sleepwalk, and like
they're
go outside of
walking
their
and
house.
yeah, they're chucking and jiving. Ambien makes you all kinds of
We
looped
had a
up, daddy.
roommate who had a girlfriend who walked out completely nude onto 20th Street once for some
Oh, wait, are you
Ambien.
talking about Biff's girl?
No,
The petite
no,
gimmick?
no, 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 no. She came downstairs topless and was just like, "Are you gonna
Yeah,
come
I remember
upstairs and
that.
bang me or
That was
what?"
great.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, how could you forget?
Yeah,
She came downstairs like this, like holding them with nothing, like with just panties on, saying like, "Is one of you gonna come upstairs and fuck me or fight me?" And then Tim was like, "You know, we can still see," and she just went, "Fine." And it was
yeah.
just like, "Wow!"
All
And I was just
right.
like, "Ah, ah."
She was a little spitfire. No,
Oh, dude.
this was a different roommate and a different girl. But I just was sitting on the couch and heard the door open, and I was like, "Who just went outside?" And then I walked out front, and she was just standing completely nude in the middle of our driveway on 20th and Fairmount.
Wow.
But
Okay.
it was Ambien. She had taken it, she had gone to sleep or done whatever they were doing up there, and then like an hour
Sure.
and a half later, she didn't know why she was out there.
What if she just started peeing on you, Burn, and then
We
she was wide awake doing it, and was like, "This is my
I
thing. We're married
would
now."
I would take that as offense. If you're waking up just to pee on me. But yeah, so there you go, Vels. Nice job, 41-year-old male methamphetamine Liam, sniffing at that one
Dude,
all the
that's one
way.
of the best lines in Peacemaker. When he's like, "Hardcore, if you want to see me jerk off, all you gotta do is ask."
Yeah,
Well, especially because she has such a resting bitch face. Like the look
Oh,
she
yeah,
she's
gives
the
him is
best.
incredible. That's James Gunn's
Yeah.
wife.
Is it really?
Yeah,
yeah,
Damn, talk about out
yeah.
kicking your coverage, Jimmy.
Score one for the good guys on that
yeah,
one.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. Damn, what I was wondering who that actress was, but yeah, good for him. Yeah, she's fucking us too. She can throw down in the fight scenes and stuff. She's legit. She's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, hardcore's great.
Hardcore's great. She's hardcore. Nice. All right. So
All right,
good.
we got
Good, good,
so
good. Great,
Liam.
great, great.
all
That was
right, guys,
fun.
let's keep it hardcore then. All right.
Keeping it hardcore,
So,
daddy.
guess the news. This is what I need you guys to guess. You're
Hit
gonna
me.
guess the region,
Okay.
the gender of the offender,
Okay.
the age, and the business in which this event took place. All right,
Okay.
folks. Moving forward, I'm gonna be like Adam Strange, Rip Hunter. I'm gonna be like like a time master. I'm going back and forth through time because I feel like if they're too recent, then people have seen them. It'll be a lot
Smart.
easier to guess.
Smart.
So, and I'm going to give you a bonus, okay? I am going to give you this person's full name because it will not help you guess any of these things at all.
Ooh,
Wow.
I love it.
Wow. He's taunting us right now, man.
This person's name is Freedom Rider Zobrist. That is their full name. Good luck with that one because it ain't gonna help. Yeah, Freedom Rider Zobrist. It will not help you at all. So
No.
best of luck.
Woo!
All right. During
Great
the
name.
normal morning hours, our friend Freedom is inside of a business when management gets there. Okay, they're already there waiting for him, and they are already just acting a fool. Okay, so they ask Freedom to leave, and Freedom jets, leaves all their belongings behind and everything, and they are just not happy about it. Okay, after stewing for a few hours, Freedom then returns at noon. Okay. When Freedom returns at noon, they begin cussing at everyone in sight, and then they threaten to return with a firearm and murder management and everyone inside the business. Freedom walks out of the business, and they think this person is going out to, grab their gun or whatever, but they actually went out to drop their pants and start dancing, which is exactly what happened. Boom. So we go from I'm going to smoke everybody to, yo, guys, check out my genitals. It's dance time. Okay. Manager runs out to try to stop old Freedom. But Freedom's quick. Okay. This person they counter, grab the manager. Now they grab the manager's genitals and they land their signature maneuver, which is to lick both sides of their face, the manager's face. This madness goes on for a little while, and then obviously by now people have called the cops and whatnot. A little bit later, cops show up, charged for indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, battery, and assault. Freedom riders, avarice. Okay, so what do we got for region, gender, and you can do a bonus if you can guess what business this took place in.
My God. Well,
region, gender, age, business. Okay, freedom ain't free.
I mean,
freedom ain't free.
It's Florida. Are we Florida? Are we Florida right away?
You're damn right.
Numero uno suspect is Florida, right? Yep. What are we doing? Freedom Riders Zabras? It's not an international story, correct, Liam? It's in the United States?
It's not international. Yeah, you're looking for a region. Yeah.
It's fucking Florida, Doug.
Fucking Florida.
It's Florida. They're in a Wendy's. All right? I'm saying Wendy's.
I don't know.
What's a place they could be at that they're there before the manager gets there? Like, where can you go into a place and be there before the manager gets there?
Well, you can be waiting outside, I guess.
Were they waiting outside, or were they already in, Liam?
So they were at the business. Manager shows up to like start their shift, and this person's already at the business acting a fool.
Okay, so it could be something that's like, the morning shift is done, the afternoon shift is coming in.
Well, let me ask
like a restaurant.
This happened in the morning hours. This happened because remember this person left and came back.
Yeah, at noon. So was the business? I'm thinking this was somebody who was waiting at a business for the business to open. And what kind of business, do you need? Like, what's something so urgent that you need to be there, right?
This was urgent, all right.
Yeah, it's just urgent, right? So that's why it's funny, because I'm hoping it's like a Staples or something. You know what I mean? Where it's like, no, I need to get this calculator by 8 a.m.
Yeah. Staple or no? I'm thinking, is it a bank maybe, or Home Depot? Maybe Home Depot.
I think it's a business that's going to be really funny that this person had an urgent need to get into.
Is this?
I think it's like a balloon
Is this
store.
A chain business?
Oh, it's a chain, all right.
All right, okay. So it's something we know.
Okay.
You know it well.
I mean,
not as well. But you know it. Trust me, you're familiar with it.
All right. It's Waffle House, Burn. We're talking Waffle House. All right.
But Waffle House is closed?
It's Waffle House.
I don't think it closed down.
That makes sense. They could be in there waiting for a manager to return, right?
That's a real sticking point here. Was the business open? Waffle House, Walmart. This has some.
Is
Walmart.
Freedom a man or a woman? Because I'll say this: I don't see a woman waiting. I don't see a woman waiting.
That's one of the questions.
I don't see a woman waiting. I see a man waiting.
This has dude energy to me.
Total dude. Like if you drop your pants, a woman, oh, look at my vajingo. No one cares. If you drop your pants, you're a dude, you're flapping around. Hopefully, I mean, if you're Burn Podcast, you're flapping around. If me, it's a little cold sometimes. What are you going to do?
Maddie, I think Florida and I think a dude. I'm with you on both of those. We have to figure out
someone's a thimble and someone's a scepter. Another Peacemaker reference, Daddy.
We got to figure out the age, and then we got to lock down this business. What are we thinking age-wise? This seems like just a generally crazy. This
person's whacked up on drugs.
So this has to be someone in 30s or 40s.
I would say, my guess is this, Burn, is that this person is maybe in their 40s, but are so whacked out on drugs, they look in their 50s and 60s.
So let's say 35 plus. Can we say 35 plus?
Okay. Burn, we're not budging on Florida, right?
No. I think we're good on Florida.
I think we're going to be in Florida, and I would love to say Tampa. If I can get a little, if I'm going to put a pin in it, I'm going to put a pin in Tampa. I don't know. I'm feeling Tampa, right? I'm feeling Waffle House. I'm feeling Florida. I'm feeling a guy, and I'm feeling, he's pulling his Kaniki out to let everyone do a little Rochambeau. You know,
Maddie, I'm gonna ride with you. Let's go Waffle House.
It's got to be Waffle House, right? I mean, it's not a fucking CVS.
All right, so we're going.
if this person's a drug addict, right, and they need to get their fix, and they're trying to whack down pharmacy, trying to whack up a farmy, Benoit Payou.
Waiting to fill grandma's prescription, just waiting there when they open the
Right,
doors in the morning.
right. Daddy's got a scrippy, and he wants it hit up, Daddy.
Ooh.
Daddy's got that scrippy hit. Scrippy hit!
Listen, I would go Waffle House or Walgreens.
Walgreens.
Yeah.
Or Walmart?
I think Walgreens is in this. Well, Walmart fills prescriptions too.
Is it not Walmart? Do they want to buy a gun?
I'll tell you what. Take Waffle House. I'll take Walmart.
Ooh, Daddy. God, for some reason I want Wendy's too. So 3 W's. Waffle House, Walmart,
all chain
and
businesses that start with the letter W. Is that allowed? Waffle House, Wendy's, and Walmart.
And insanity takes place at all 3 of them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, dude, we could say it's Florida. It's a man. God.
35 plus.
35 plus. And it's a Waffle House, Walmart, or Wendy's.
There we go.
Waffle House. Hey, baby, if you want some action, you're going to Waffle House, Walmart, or Wendy's, Daddy. And that's the truth. Oh, God.
Love it. Lock it in.
All right. So what are we locking in at?
We're locking in 100% a man.
Okay.
Freedom is a man. Oh, fuck. So the only thing that's throwing me off, Burn, is Cody Rhodes. You know him? Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes' daughter, her name, Liberty.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I mean,
Liberty
sure.
Liberty sounds more girlish, though.
Liberty sounds more
feminine. Her nickname's Libby. They call her Libby.
Yeah.
I know way too much about Cody Rhodes' child.
He's awesome. He's awesome for naming his daughter that, though.
Yeah, Liberty. I mean, his last name's Runnels, but Liberty, I forget the middle name. He said it. Liberty something Runnels.
But Ryder in the middle is the only thing that makes me think.
Oh, yeah, it's a dude. It's a dude. Freedom Rider. Yeah. And then also, their parents are hippies, and Free Rider, right? Isn't that the
Freedom
movie?
Rider is a crazy name, dude.
It is a crazy name. All right, Liam, we're going Florida. He likes Tampa, male, 35 plus. And if we can't have all of Waffle House, Walmart, and Wendy's, then I'm going to lock in Walmart.
All right. I'm locking in Walmart, Waffle House, or Wendy's because all right. Why not? That's we're close. We're sniffing on one of them, dude. Sniffing.
Okay.
All right. Get ahead, Lishmish.
So we're going to start out. You guys said 35 plus. You were almost dead on the money. 38-year-old.
Okay.
Now, the Freedom Rider, when I started reading this, I thought for sure that it was a man. It is not. This is a woman named Freedom Rider.
Son of a bee sting.
But,
Liam, you flubbed us.
But this event took place in the only place that it could. And that is a Waffle House in Florida. In Pensacola, Florida.
Yes. Yeah.
So you guys are right on with that.
Wow.
I tried not to react when he said Waffle House. I tried not to react when my eyes, I didn't want my eyes to light up too bad. But that is the only place you will find this kind of stuff. Well, it's not the only place, but more often than not, if there's some shit going down in Florida and it's crazy, you're at a Waffle House. Or down south in general. Yeah, Bama. Yeah. I'm sure,
Dude, if you want to go see a show, meet a celebrity, watch a cook fight a customer, you're going to Waffle House in Florida, baby. And that's the best time you'll ever have. It's the best. That's the ticket everyone's buying, babe.
So, guys, listen, Liam and I struck out on Maddie's story. Maddie and Liam were both onto my story. And I think me and Maddie did a good job on Liam's story. So
you guys did an excellent job. The fact that
we got Waffle House in Florida. We know our people. Can we?
Shout out Florida Man subreddit too. That's where that story came from.
Can I call can I pull the white card for freedom? Would I be right?
Oh, absolutely. Dude, Freedom Rider. Yeah. That is maybe the whitest name ever given to a child.
And this woman has bad hippie dreads.
Oh yeah.
Like if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Close. I mean, she's got like, she's a redhead.
Does she have a bunt?
She looks like a Florida
lass.
She
What's her belly to boob ratio?
She looks kind of rough. You can't see. It's only a mug shot, like from her shoulders up. She looks pretty skinny, and she looks like she's.
That was Pete McCormick's #1 criteria when dating a girl is the belly to boob ratio, because he loves a little meat, baby. We all love a little meat. But if her belly was faster boobs, he said no. Well, he said maybe, and then he said yes, because that's fucking party boy, babe.
Right.
Party boy's down to party, Man, all right. So I'll have to say all these stories were great. Once again, this is just the best fun. I look forward to shooting this show every week. It's so much fun, right? Like when I'm researching stories and stuff, and I'm like telling people about it, everyone enjoys it, because it is fun. It's a great time. So yeah, thank you for everyone that's listening and getting behind this show. We're gonna hopefully take it to the moon. I mean, 400 and whatever. I mean, we started this, episode 479. So it only took 479 episodes to think of something that's, my mom doesn't hate. So there you go. But either way, Liam, I would love it if you could end the episode for us, Daddy. Or Bern, do you have anything else you want to say?
Listen, I just think good job by us. Good job by us today. Everybody was on to something. Everybody made good guesses. I think when in doubt, Florida.
When in doubt, Florida. Love it. All right, Liam, take us away, Big Daddy.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. I am William Joseph Reese, the fourth of the Reese family fortune. My neighbor to the right, Bernie Flanders. And I got old Matty McFucklestick, the guy that makes everything happen. Big thanks to him. This has been another episode of Guess the News, a Working Perspectives podcast. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and anywhere you listen to podcasts under Working Perspectives Podcast. And you can check us out on all our socials under the exact same name. Thank you so much again for listening, and have a great day and night and morning, depending on what shift you work.